It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
To throw, Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Swift going to try up the middle. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Faced for their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yard?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. Nice third down conversion at even 20 yards. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And he gets it down to the 32.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And this one is incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Williams going to look to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Luther Burden, 32 yards. And the Bears put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears.
So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential, and he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
Love now. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. In motion, the tight end. Throwing. Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they can't bring him down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
To the air again, Love. Powers through it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. And they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
He's got the hook up with Downs. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And the opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial, make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but in game, that's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Jacobs again. And this time he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Packers.
And there's an offense that didn't panic after getting down early, and with good reason. No better way to silence our home crowd than with a nice, long, sustained drive. And they were able to put one together here and finish with the touchdown run.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Connect. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Looking to throw is Williams. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, here's Williams. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It's Kingsley Enagbari finding a way in to bring him down.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To throw, it's Williams. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a fourth down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Now Love. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. That's complete to Dobbs. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Love looking to throw it. Ball is caught. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Packers first down. First and 10.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a first down.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Seven, our score after 1.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? They will run the draw with Jacobs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
6-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
First down.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Throwing is Williams. Packer pressure, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. To the air, Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Love. Oh, he brings it in off the deflection. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, that's just not right. You throw it over the middle into all that coverage, and the tip ball goes your way.
Dangerous, but hey, I guess the outcome worked, right?
Oh, boy, did it ever. And, boy, that's the type of play that can give a team a lot of momentum.
3rd and 4. Off the play fake, Love. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Fair catch. Signaled for and
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Yeah, not much there. Maybe a yard up in the 24.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Here's 2nd and 8. The rifle's complete. Caught by Moore. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. On the handoff, this is Swift. Shoves him aside. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll run with the Rutgers man, Kyle Monungai. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run Monungai. And he will have the Bears 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 3 yards.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 32.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Back to throw. Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go. Here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And out across midfield down to the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that played good for 30 and a first.
Packers first down. A gain of 30. First down, Packers.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
To throw now. Here's Love. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. It's Javon Dexter who got in to drop him.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Love. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's Daniel Whelan now.
Formation for the Packers.
And that
is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
81 yards on the ground here for Swift, and he's got a first down as well.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score.
Second and a couple.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw, Williams. Over the middle, he's going to find Burden.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
To the air once more, Williams.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here's second and 10.
Love from the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
A 4-receiver set here, 3rd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
The out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. To the air again, Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That's another Packers first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by McManus is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So halftime now here on Sunday night primetime. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And the Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That'll be caught right side by Reed. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Love, they go play action now. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Williams. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Here's Williams. Pass caught by Burden. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 96 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Looking to throw is Williams. Completes to Zacchaeus. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3 yards. That's another Bears first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Williams. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Monangai.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Kyle Monangai.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears are an extra point away from taking the lead. Well, they were down 6 at intermission, but they quickly erased that deficit, and Charles, now they've got a chance to take the lead.
And while being down 6 points, obviously not an insurmountable lead, tying a game up, that just relaxes a whole team, doesn't it? And now when you add the extra point and you go up, you really feel good about what you've accomplished.
Santos now to add the PAT. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Play fake. Here's Love.
He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
They'll send Reed in motion left.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No. It appears they're going to mark him short of the first. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and they have regained the lead. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Nice little juke. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense and running back DeAndre Swift headed back onto the field. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Monangai. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here comes 3rd down and 7. From the gun, here's Williams. He'll try and do this himself. And he's got room. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a 1st down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Running is Monangai. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Working out of the gun, Williams. He's got this complete to Burden. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To the air, Williams. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing is Williams. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Santos for the Bears field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they have regained the lead. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing. Love. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on Sunday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Working out of the gun. Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 6.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down.
You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Love now. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth-quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Looking to put a drive together. Williams now, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
To throw, Williams. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Williams. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers 39. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
This has been a tremendous drive to this point, and this is all you want, playing with a lead in the fourth quarter. If you can keep the ball on the ground, keep the sticks moving, you're going to be in good shape to finish this one off.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Williams. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop indeed not a good look. Williams from the gun on third down.
Touchdown, Bears!
Luther Burden with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bears are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now the point after try for Santos. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Packers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Off the play fake, Love. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Had to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short. In motion comes the tight end left. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll send the tight end in motion. Love from the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like you did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And that is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
2nd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Love looking to throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by McManus is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well. And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Williams. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 3. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Still 3rd down.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Williams. To the sideline and incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Santos' kick is up and through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here's Love and the Packers. Down by 8, 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. They've got 1 timeout at their disposal and the 2-minute warning as they go to work here on first down. Love. Finds his receiver, Watson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown or the two-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now Love. Watson making the catch. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3. Love. They'll complete this one to Watson. And he's going to have the Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, they have had no answer to this connection all night long.
Hey, you just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Love looking to throw it. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Here's Love. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. Now Love. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Love looking to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by the shot right. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much too.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.